Hi guys, welcome back to my Exvius guide. Now I'm gonna review Aang. He is the double hand finisher like Cloud. So of course I will compare both of them together. And let's not forget our mighty Olive who just got her awakening. Like you can see that Aang's attack stats is decent, even though it is lower than both Cloud and Olive. However, Aang can get 50% attack boost while Cloud only get 30%. Olive here is the winner because she can get 80% attack. The thing to keep in mind is Aang needs to equip Bow to get 50% attack because Bow gives him 30% boost on all stats. All of them have double hand like ability. The winner and loser on this department is Olive. Without awakening, she gets the smallest boost, okay, 75%. But once awakened, she gets huge 150% boost on equipment attack, while Cloud and Aang only get 100% equipment attack. The thing to pay attention here is both Cloud and Aang have true double hand, which means they can equip two-handed weapon and still get the effect while Olive doesn't. Okay, Aang also deals 75% more damage against beast and insect, but only 25% more damage to dragons and birds. Okay, it is strange, right? But I believe Square do it so he won't become too OP when equipping his own Trustmaster reward. And also, he gets health plus 30%, which is lower than Cloud but better than Olive. The best survivability Aang has is Hunter's Will. It has 80% chance to ignore fatal damage when your health is above 10%. It is better than Cloud's Fleeting Illusion because it only has 50% chance and only happen when Cloud's health is above 40%. Aang also has Poison, Blind, and Petrified Resist, which are not very good. Okay, not confused on physical character is bad in my opinion. Also, Paralyze is I think Paralyze is much better than Poison. Okay, the bad thing about Aang is he doesn't have auto refresh. Actually, he has it, but you need to have Yan on your party. So I think it is not a special feature like what Dassault said. Okay, the feature become kinda like burden. If they don't implement this, I believe he gonna have auto refresh automatically. It is lucky that Yan is very good character, so it is not a burden to bring Yan to the battle. Anyway, let's talk about the special abilities he unlocked, okay, when you have Yan on your party. The first is Everlasting Love. It is 5% MP regen, 2 LB crystals regen per turn, and 45% attack boost. They are all useful for Aang. However, the attack buff may be not that needed because the effect can easily overwritten by Embolden or other simple attack buff abilities. The second, Loyal Love. It makes Aang resist against charm. Of course, when you have girl like Yan, how can you be charmed by others? However, it only lasts for one turn, so it only takes one turn for Aang to forget Yan, so it is not loyal after all. Enough about stats, let's take a look on his abilities. The first is his Hunter Arrow abilities. They deal 2.75 times physical damage to single enemy, which is super unimpressive, okay? However, there is a side effect buff, okay? It gives you 75% extra damage buff against beast, bird, dragon, or insect for 3 turns. It is good when you meet this enemy's type, especially because he already has innate killer from his passive and weapons. That extra damage will be multiplied even further if you have place his attack at the end of your chaining process. Now let's talk about the arrow skills. There are 3 arrow skills. The first, penetrating arrow, is his AoE attack. It has 5 hits, so it has chaining potential, but not that good because he is single wielding character. The next 2 arrow skills, Tempest and Blaze arrows, are delayed attack, so it is like jump, okay? The attack will happen on the next turn, but the difference is you can act immediately on the next turn. They deal 4.2 times damage to all enemies, so yeah, it is quite high. But even when you can act immediately on the next turn, I still think this is not that good, okay? Because this means you need to take damage from enemies first. This may be fine against bosses or other strong enemies, but this means you can't use these attacks to clear weaker enemies, okay? So for example, if you use it on farming event, this means you can kill the enemies and on the first turn, okay? So it will take some time, okay? If you have 2 Aang or other delay attackers such as Kelsus or Riberta, okay, you can try to chain this, okay, to boost your dragon's jump damage, but maybe it is not that reliable, okay? I never tried it, but yeah, it may be interesting. You can try it if you have Riberta and Aang. Now, other unique skills. His shots. There are 3 shot skills. Each of them has different effect. Penetrating and ash shots have some uses, but I don't think petrifying shot has one because the chance is small, 50%. Actually, 50% is not small, but yeah, you get the idea, okay? Most of enemies resist against petrify. However, I think it is better to let Yan to break an imperil enemy if you have her in your party, okay? Because the damage of these shots are very low. The main reason of these shots are to unlock swift shots. So all previous shots deal crappy damage. Yeah, you only deal 2.1 times damage in total, but Swift Shot is quite nice. It deals 6 times damage. Does this mean he is the strongest finisher? Maybe not, because that 6 times damage come from 3 attacks. This means if you want to use it as a real finisher, you need to be able to land those 3 attacks at the maximum chain bonus damage cap, okay? And I think it is kinda hard unless you use long chaining skills such as Tornado. So like you can see here, I think nothing impressive from his most powerful finishing attack. You need to do a setup and then you only get 6 times damage, which may be a little bit... Yeah, I think it is hard to put these attacks at the end of your chaining process. Okay, so as a comparison, Cloud's Claim Hazard deals 5.5 times without any setup, and Awakened Olive 7 times damage, okay? His LB is a very strong finisher skill, so he is like Cloud. Like you can see that his normal finishers are not that good. So if you want to use him, then I think this is the answer for you. Use his LB, okay? At the maximum, it deals 13 times fire physical damage, which is high, okay? As a comparison, Cloud's Omni Slash deals 21 times damage. This finisher only has 1 hit though. This LB also breaks fire resist by 74%, which is huge, and combined with his killers, he can deal some serious amount of damage, okay? Max this LB if you want to use Aang, because this is his most powerful attack. This LB only needs 20 LB crystals, so I understand why it deals less damage than Cloud's Omni Slash. Aang has other abilities, but I think there is nothing special. He can analyze and break enemies' defense and spirit at the same time, which is not that important, okay? It is my opinion though. He can also change charge, okay, charge his normal attack. I'm not sure whether it is good or not, but it takes 3 turns to get 800%, so maybe this can deal some insane damage combined with death killers. But yeah, I think, yeah, enough about abilities. Let's talk about his equipment. So he only able to equip 2 type of weapons, bow and throwing weapon. For bow, it is easy. If you don't able to achieve his Thrustmaster reward, then use Fury Passion, which can be crafted on this Valentine event. Two-handed bow has nice amount of damage multiplier, so I think it is a good weapon for a finisher. You can also try fixed dice build. It is, yeah, gamble, but this build always has a potential to deal insane amount of damage, especially combined with his killers, okay? Like you can see that double hand build is expensive, like Cloud. That's why I don't like him much, okay? Enough about equipment. My conclusion for Aang. So he may seem inferior compared to Cloud and Olive, and actually I don't like him much either, okay? But if you take account his killers and Fire in Peril, he has a potential to surpass both Olive and Cloud. Remember that as a finisher, your damage will be multiplied, okay? So that extra damage from your innate passive killer, Hunter Arrows buff, and your weapon can reach, yeah, maybe 200% extra damage combined with Fire in Peril, okay? And you put that attack at the end of your chaining process, he will deal some insane damage. However, like I said, you need to bring him to the right battle, okay? This means he is niche character. If the enemy resists against fire, or the enemy type is not bird, beast, dragon, or insect, I can say that half of his offensive power is gone. So he is like Firion, but Firion has more killers type. Also, like other double hand characters, they are expensive to gear. Most players probably deal more damage with dual wield finishers such as Lunette because of that expensive thing, okay? His Thrustmaster reward works well on himself, so get it as soon as possible. In the end, I give him 10++ out of 10 if you meet the enemies he's strong against. In that case, he is much stronger than Cloud, maybe the best finisher on this game. But if not, okay, let's say you face demon type enemy, I think, yeah, only 7 to 8, okay? So yep, I think that's all about Aang. He is the first Bowbender. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye bye guys.